Yo, 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 yo. Nikki Owowo. Okay, y'all. So you see the title. Let's get some dialogue going on. If you've seen the interview with Nature Boy, aka Three God, aka Call Me Tres, that he did with Sonata Studios. Is it Sonata or Sonata? You know which one. It's the same, okay? Um Studios the other day saying that he was the big guy upstairs. That's right, you heard me. He said he was Jesus. You know, the devil is a liar, but that's what he says, okay? So Nature Boy is at it again, child. So let's talk about it, okay? Um, I was scrolling through YouTube and stuff, and I saw that Sonata had put up that he was gonna be speaking with Nature Boy in his delusional mind, saying that he got. Immediately I was like, I got to look at this crazy shit. You know, I've been on here putting up things about Nature Boy and Young Pharaoh and Hassan Campbell. They've been having things going on as well, but it's the same thing. This is something different for not really different. It ain't shocking, but this something different than what he came for saying. I thought Young Pharaoh said that he was the big guy upstairs. If you haven't saw that, look at the video that I posted about Young Pharaoh. So they're going to have to, decide who is who with that, okay? So let's get started, y'all. I knew it was going to be some like shenanigans at the most. Entertainment, research, so I can bring forth this content to my channel because I thought this was amusing to me. Once again, I haven't said this, I'm saying once again, he will be back on Sonata channel today. And I think that they're expecting Velvet to appear. I hope she don't come. I hope she don't go, and I hope she definitely not thinking about going back to that damn energy vampire, honey. If she's free, stay free, honey. If she free, stay free. All right, honey. So let's talk about it, okay? You're gonna hear a little paper shuffling because I had some little key points, honey, but I'm gonna try to break it down real quick. All right. Let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so in the beginning, they had people waiting like 15 minutes. And 15 minutes, like his people, his cult, that's what I'm going to call them because that's what they are. You could say allegedly, but that's what I feel like they are. Was just standing in the camera with their hand over their eye. And I guess that was the symbol of the eye of the Horus. I guess that represents well-being, healing, protection, and stuff like that. So they just kind of stayed in screen like statues standing there while Sonata and we waited. He came downstairs about maybe 25 minutes off into the video. He fashionably late and shit, and then he sat there for a moment and music was playing. And then, Sonata finally was like, yeah, let's get this shit started. Initially, Call Me Tres was having some Wi-Fi issues, and it puzzled the hell out of me because I was like, Call Me Tres. If you supposed to be the big guy upstairs, you the same man that fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 pieces of fish, and your Wi-Fi messing up? What is going on here? What is going on here? He had to fix the angles and stuff because, before he was a model and that shit means something to him. He had to make sure it was, on him correctly and stuff. And, the women stood behind him like statues with their arm up, with the eye of the, am I saying it right? Horus, you know what I mean, symbol over their eye, like statues. I'm like, oh my God, you got to stand there for 2 hours like that? Like, for real, I kept yelling at the screen, put your arm down, put your arm down. And at one point, one girl on the right had put her arm down for a minute. I guess that motherfucker got tired. I can understand. You know what I'm saying? And then when she put her arm down, in my mind, no doubt, I promise you, I was like, he gonna look back at this and she gonna get in trouble tonight. And I prayed that she didn't get in trouble for real, because that man seemed like he ain't got, I ain't gonna say that everybody got God in him. I'm learning how to watch my mouth, but say how I feel. He got the devil in him. Can I say that? You can say that. Okay, thank you. All right, so things that went on that was entertaining. He did magic. Yes, he did. Abracadabra. He did impersonations. Okay, to me, like, until I couldn't take it no more. Okay, because things kind of went left. It started off with Sonata attempting to ask questions, which I don't think a question they asked literally got answered back directly without going up the block, down the street, around the corner, and then coming back up the loop again and never getting that question answered. He just kind of randomly said vague things when they asked him questions to the point that they began to get frustrated. Sonata wife asked him, did he have any powers at this point? He answered her, well, he first laughed because she feel like if you're the big guy upstairs, then, ta-da, show us what you can do. Show us what you can do. So after she said, do you have any powers? He laughed. And then he said, up. And then the girls behind him lift their head up. Ah. And then he said, down. And then they buried their head in their chest. And then he was like, ta-da and shit, right? But I was like, that's not magic, okay? So now the wife was like, okay. So then he began to speak, and then he said that, call me Tres, said that what we were seeing is actually not what we were seeing, which that's kind of true, right? But he was saying that he's actually in a coma in a hospital bed, and what we were seeing was a dream, that he wasn't really there where he was, but he wasn't where he was. You get it? Okay. I didn't get it either, but that's what he said, okay? Quite not like that, but that's what he meant. That's what I got out of it. Anyway, Sonata, let me go back. When Kami Tres was talking like God, you know how I don't know who think God talk like. Every time I hear people impersonating God, they be like, da, 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 da. They voice go, I want to hear a recording of God. I want to hear where they got that from. I want to hear that because God could sound like me. Ooh la la wee wee. God could sound like Kermit the Frog. You don't know why every time they boo boo boo. It's like, fee fi fo. Oh, maybe that sounds almighty. I don't know. Somebody made it up. Anyway, Sonata. Is it Sonata? It's Sonata. He played a clip, and I'll play it after I do this video, of Nature Boy getting his feet rubbed by the men in the coat. He was like, oh, baby, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, baby, get that spot. Get the big toe. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Keep it right there, right? He was bragging and stuff and in the camera and saying how he getting money from everybody. He be getting money, from everybody mad and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he was real heavy in ego. Maybe he wasn't transformed into God, because at that point he did say, he mentioned he was like 60% downloaded. But then I thought, for the people who believe in him, if y'all waiting on him to get fully downloaded, if his download internally is anything like his Wi-Fi was doing, because that shit was choppy and screwed, it was T-painted, it was chopped and screwed, it's gonna be a minute. So y'all got a little time, okay? Y'all got a little time, okay? So listen, so in the same video, like I said, Sonata was playing a clip of the men in the coat rubbing his feet. He was really degrading them and kind of really trying to strip them from, their masculinity and stuff. Although that may make his pecker hard, that ain't gonna heal his broken heart. I feel like Nature Boy has a broken heart, honey. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just Nikki O. It just seemed like the hatred that he puts outside of him just shows me the amount of hatred he has on the inside of him. Hurt people hurt people. That is a true statement. Okay? Love. Okay? All right. Sonata asked him in the end of the video why. Oh, when the video was playing, who's supposed to be God, he was in the background yelling, hell yeah, nigga, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, nigga, hell yeah. Like he skipped outside of that body, and then, he jumped back into it for a moment. But Sonata asked him, why didn't he have the women? Like, why was it the men that was rubbing his feet? Which, do your thing, whatever. Maybe they got a stronger grip. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sonata asked him, was there some type of homosexuality going on, And so, of course, he alluded to the question. I say, if it is, do your thing, be who you be, whatever. he just didn't answer the question straight up. As like I said, he didn't answer any question straight up. And that's pretty much how he handled the full interview. At some point, you know what? After Sonata asked him that question, it's like when somebody will ask him something directly, he'll just poof, go off into a character. So he trans back form, he got into the God mode because he was just yelling, nigga, hell yeah, hell yeah. So he got back into that, and then he was like, he looked into the screen and he said, I had to write this down. I came back for you. You knew I would never leave you. He did that. He did that. He did that. He put his hand over his heart. He put his hand over his heart. And he was like, Sonata. He starts saying, Sonata. Name. That's what I'm going to call Sonata. 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 You knew from the very beginning. You knew. I was like, what the fuck? Sonata was like, nigga, what is going on? So now the wife started getting upset. So I'm like, oh my God. That made me think of Jim Carrey in that movie, What Pet Detective, when he went to jail. He put his bare chest up against the jail screen and he was like, oh, Billy, I swear I yelled at the screen. Jim Carrey when he did that. So remember I said he was doing impersonation? So impersonation, he did Jim Carrey. He impersonated what he think the big guy upstairs sound like. He told them, call me Tres, call me Tres. That's when he started yelling that into the screen. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? Okay. You think I'm just okay. That's what he did. When he yelled, call me Tres, call me Tres, call me Tres. Why I yell at the screen? The Mexican dude from Next Friday. I'm like, oh my God, he doing all type of impersonations. That boy good, boy. That boy good. Like, so he gave them entertainment. He was doing impersonations. He did magic tricks. Remember, he said that he was really somewhere in the coma, but what we see wasn't what we see. What we saw, what we see. What we saw, what we thought, that wasn't happening, right? And he made the women do the up, down. Remember? So, ta-da, abracadabra. So there was magic. There was impersonations going on, all right? And then he told Sonata, you knew from the very beginning. Sonata, you knew from the very beginning. I'm serious. He did. He told Sonata that Sonata, Brother Polite, Sonata and Brother Polite will be working for him as well as, well, this is what he said. He was like, you, because he was God. He was, devil's a liar, right? I'm just saying what he said, Jesus, right now. Okay, gotcha. He was like, you and Brother Polite will work for me, Sonata. And then he paused. And then he leaned back. He said, eventually. And then I looked at the camera and I said, you didn't seem too convincing. Because when you paused and you was like, eventually, I was like, he was saying to me, you and Brother Polite will work for me, Sonata. Eventually, perhaps, maybe, sometime or another. Like, that seemed like real iffy, right? That's what I got from it. So I was like, you didn't seem too convinced. And I think if you was the big guy upstairs, like, if he said he mean it and he had trust in it and you would hear the faith in his voice and you would understand that he really mean it and he trust in it. So no. You know what? I did a video on a guy named King Brujo. And he said something else about this situation. And I'm going to post a little clip and stuff of that too. I did a video a few months back when he was saying that he did some dark magic on I'm scattered, covered, and smothered in the name of Jesus. Okay, so but that stuff does exist. At this point, I don't know what the hell. He said he did it on Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite, some other person, and Nature Boy. So he's speaking on it, and I'll post that little clip there. You can go to his page and check it out. I don't try to stick on the dark too long. I know you're going to say something once I do my next video, but we'll talk about it, okay? All right. So let's finish up this one. Him being Call Me Tres, says that he is 60% downloaded, and that when he gets 100% downloaded, that all the black people is going to be up under him. And, you know, we going to rebuke that in the name of Jesus right now, right? Because no damn way this man ain't no leader of mine. Like, we didn't even get a vote. We didn't even get a vote or nothing. So, no, this is not going to work. No, thank you, okay? Mr. Call Me Tres, Eligio, stop this madness. Stop this madness for the love of Christ, Eligio, the real one. The real one, for real though, for real though. So now the wife at this point had got irritated at him. Now this is where, to me, we got, I know you're going to say this is where it got weird. It was weird already, okay? But this is where it got a little weirder. So now the wife got irritated. So she was like, listen, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. I'm sick of your shit. You're not answering no questions. We asking you direct questions. You're just saying shit out here. You want us to believe this, which ain't nobody gonna believe that shit. But you wasting our time. You can go on your platform with this shenanigans, is basically what she said. I'll play the clip a little after this, okay? So she said, what would you be willing to do to show us that you God? You say you the big guy upstairs. God was willing to be crucified and he came back to life. Can you do that? So he paused. She say, so better yet, I'm thinking she gonna ask him to like walk on water or turn water into some delicious sangria or something. And then she said, what I want you to do is, well, can you kill yourself for us and come back to life like God did? Like literally, she said, like literally have someone bash you over the head and you die and you come back. I said, damn. Well, damn. Well, damn. Shit. You know? That's how I paused. I paused it like, God. Like, yeah, that's what our Lord and Savior did, but shit. The walking on the water wasn't, no turning the water into the singer. Okay, shit. So he said, he paused for a moment. Like, I'm like, he got the demon in him, but don't think about it. So he kind of said, I wouldn't kill myself for you. I wouldn't do that. I'm thinking, okay, well, that's cool. Because I'm glad your mind didn't go there to think, okay, I'll show you. Because if he was really crazy and somebody said that to him, you understand what I'm saying to you? That lets you know, you know you ain't God. Because you ain't no fool. You ain't no motherfucking fool. You ain't no whole fool about the matter, as my daddy used to say. Don't be no whole fool about the matter now. Come on now. Shout out to my pappy. All right. So I'm just gonna wrap it up. What I took from this is the same thing that I took from, honestly, what him, Hassan Campbell, Young Pharaoh, and Brother I was finna say Brother Flight. Don't you be running nowhere, boy. Why I was finna say Flight? Bring it back, Jesus. His case coming up on May 13th. I don't know why I said Brother Flight. Where the hell that come from? Brother Polite, okay? All right. Brother Polite. What I feel like they have in common is each one of them, when I looked them up, had issues with either both of their parents or one of their parents. Like they felt abandoned, not wanted, not met them, threw away. And regardless, you can act grown as you want. But every young man is a young boy at heart. Just like I'm 45, baby, but I'm a young kid when it comes to certain things. As if feelings and shit when you ain't healed from something. And when you come from a broken place, you do broken things until you heal that shit. And my whole issue with these gentlemen is they knowledgeable in some aspect. I get them that. But my issue with these gentlemen is if you come from a broken place and you don't heal that shit and you call yourself a leader, then you leading people up under the guidelines of what you are known to have. And that's with a broken system. And you are important, you putting that on everybody else that you come around. So I say heal first. I ain't gonna come on here and talk to you if I'm not feeling good just to be talking to you, inflicting my shit. I'm gonna get my shit together. So I may take some time before I come out here and talk to y'all or do anything. That's how I move. Because I got an energy that you'll feel. And I don't want nobody to feel like that. I want you to feel happy, happy, joy, joy. But yes, everybody go through stuff. These men got the same issue going on. And I feel like they need to get some help. And they definitely don't need to be leading nobody that's around now, because they need to be trying to figure out the love that's inside of them right now. That's how I feel about the situation. Currently, like I said, he's supposed to be coming back today and talking to Sonetta. So I'm going to go ahead and try to edit this and get it out. I didn't want to talk your ear off. I'm going to have videos coming up. On a lighter note, I'm going to have some little reactions that I did, like the crazy exes. I be cracking up behind the scenes looking at stuff like that. And so we just going to have a little fun, and I'm going to post some stuff. Comment, share, like. Let me know if you know what's been going on. So as we speak right now, we got two men, as I know, walking around saying that they are the big guy upstairs. And you can't do that, brother. Okay? All right. Love.
That had Pharaoh on it, that had Nepal Shadar on it, that had Brother Polite on it. Y'all know Nature Boy was on that list. But family, I gotta keep it real. I made a grave error. I made a mistake. And that mistake was, I should never have let Nature Boy off the hook. I should have just kept that shit on him. And it's ironic how the universe works, because the same spirits that I had moving on that behalf moved through Pharaoh and smited down Nature Boy. And then years later, those same spirits smited down Pharaoh. I should have never let Nature Boy live. I should have never let him. I should have just but see, the thing was, he got banished so low.